Since their inaugural season in 2002, the Texans have yet to win a home game against the Chargers. And for Week 16, LA's taking the field at NRG Stadium. Next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. As always, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, our two quarterbacks in this one, both in new situations here in 2021. Teddy Bridgewater and Jared Goff.
And Brandon, I think for most of us, change can be a little bit scary, a little bit unsettling, but I think for both of these guys, change is going to be a good thing. They get a fresh start, clear out some of the negative thoughts, just go out and play football again. New situations, new opportunities.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led by Teddy Bridgewater in his 8th season now in the NFL.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career at Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback and makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 23 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now a first down throw. Goff. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Geno Atkins, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. A screen to Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Out of the gun, Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. The left side, it's Dorsett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Play fake. Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Bridgewater. He's got it to Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow the completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They run for it with Hunt. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it, because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Bridgewater again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will make it 6-0. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight, and he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. From the 27, Goff. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Goff to the right side. It's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater. No, bottled up. It's out, it's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And this will be incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy...
Touchdown, Texans! Robert Woods hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Let's go. There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Bridgewater on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And that'll set him back 5. Bridgewater now. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshad Jenkins picks it off. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half.
And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Philip Dorsett. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16.
let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He juked him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And they run the option on second down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Throwing on third, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So you're down by 6, hoping your defense would make a big play. I think this qualifies as a big play made.
Without a doubt, and when you first see the ball free, your first instinct is just fall on it. But he obviously wanted way more than that, and that's exactly what he got, taking it all the way for 6.
And now they can lead it with the point after. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's Williams on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he returns this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Catch made by Slayton, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. Off the option, here's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. On the option right, it's Goff. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the option to give to Taylor here. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And this time he is in. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Bridgewater.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Third and long. It's gone. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. First down, Bridgewater. Caught left side, Williams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked out by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier interception return for another score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Chargers offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. That catch good for only a couple. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Bridgewater.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Bridgewater. He's got it to Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Bridgewater to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Houston set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, 82 yards.
And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Bridgewater. In trouble, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. To try again after the sack, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater.
That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, let's go!
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. To the air again with Bridgewater. And now it's 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. To throw is Bridgewater. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bridgewater now. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A They'll give right side now to Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That ball caught by Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Javon Hargrave. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it?
Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 76. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.